The Golden State Warriors, they win their sixth straight game, beating Sacramento 130-104. Steph Curry, the headliner, making his 4,000th career three-pointer against the Sacramento Kings. So 4,000 threes for Chef Curry, the all-time three-point leader, the greatest shooter in basketball history. I don't care what all the old-timers say. Steph is the greatest shooter in basketball history. 4,000 threes. Jonathan Kuminga, he scored 18 points off the bench in his first game back from the ankle injury. The Warriors have it rolling, and they are now whole, and they look very, very dangerous. And for Steph Curry to do that last night, I think that this team in the month of March can really start to take off. As we're all paying attention to college basketball, don't sleep on what's going on in the NBA, especially with the Golden State Warriors.
I mean, Steph he's been unbelievable. You know, Femi, I feel I've done the show with you a couple times, and we've talked about LeBron and how incredible he still is at this age. It's incredible what Steph is doing. And, you know, Steph, the way that his career, Femi, started out with all the injuries, right? When he came out of Davidson and he started his career with Golden State, Steph was the guy who was labeled as like he could just never stay healthy, right? And then he finally did, and we saw that player that we all like fell in love with when we saw him in the tournament at Davidson, right? When he was just jacking up all them threes, and he led him to the Elite Eight. So he's, I agree with you, he's the best shooter of all time. It's just unbelievable, and just completely changed the game of basketball and the way that it's going to be played, and how, you know, just it's obviously become such a perimeter game, and the way that it's not only catch and shoot with him, but so many of his threes have come off the dribble as well. He's my favorite basketball player to watch. He's must-watch TV. He's such good entertainment. And like we talk about the shooting with Steph too, but his playmaking ability, the way he can get to the rim, his passing, and his conditioning too, Femi. Like the guy never gets tired. To hit that many threes, I mean, how conditioned you have to be. You watch a Warriors game and Steph Curry, he is constantly running around the entire game. He's running around screens. He's running around from the left side to the right side, all over. It's incredible. And what's incredible is how many more threes he has than James Harden, who's in second place too. And obviously both guys are just still going. So Steph's amazing. It's just awesome been able to watch his entire career. And the moment that he gave us this summer out in Paris with that three against France was just like an all-timer as well. Awesome stuff.
Yeah, hit us with the night. He hit France with the night on that one as we won gold out there in Paris. The golden dagger, as Noah Eagle called it on the 3-point make there against France in the gold medal game. So the Warriors, they're surging. They're currently plus 750 to win the Western Conference over at BetMGM. And simultaneously happening right now, like you speak about LeBron James and how great he's been. Well, LeBron has a groin injury, and he's missed a couple of games. And the Lakers, I should say, have now lost 3 straight games. They lost last Saturday to the Boston Celtics. They lost earlier this week to the Brooklyn Nets. And then most recently last night, 126-106 against the Milwaukee Bucks. So the Lakers have been reeling after having this 7-game winning streak to where it looked like they were going to run away with the Pacific Division, PJ. They were minus 2,000 when I looked at the odds last week. Today, minus 200 to win the Pacific Division. So the Lakers they've lost 3 straight. The Warriors have won 6 straight. Golden State now plus 170 to win the Pacific. Clippers 40-1 as a long shot. But when you look at the Lakers' upcoming schedule, because LeBron's going to miss tonight's game, he's back in LA. The team is in Denver taking on the Nuggets as LeBron tries to continue to rehab this groin injury. But Sunday, they host the Suns. Then on Monday, they host the Spurs. Next Wednesday, they host the Nuggets. And then next Thursday, they host the Bucks. So they do have a homestand coming up. I'm guessing LeBron will be right for that homestand. But boy, this thing, it can really get tight in the Pacific Division, where the Lakers currently are 4 games up in the loss column. But if things trend how they have been going without LeBron and the Warriors keep rolling, we could be talking about this race going down to the final week of the season. Like, there could be, like, PJ, do you think there's a bet to be made right now, Lakers-Warriors, where it's minus 200 plus 170 to win the division?
I don't at this point, Femi. I think you missed the boat, probably earlier this week. Certainly built into the price is the fact that LeBron isn't 100%. Now, like you said, we expect him to return here soon. But the fact that the Warriors have won 6 in a row, 9 of their last 10, the Lakers have lost 3 in a row after winning 7 straight, it almost feels like now you're kind of like you want to be selling a little bit on Golden State. So I think you kind of missed the boat at this point. But yeah, I mean, there's no doubt that I think this race is going to be close, and it's going to come down to the end in the final weekend of the regular season. Motivation for both teams. Obviously, Golden State is trying to stay out of that 7 through 10 range where they don't have to do the play-in tournament. And the Lakers, I mean, you want to try and get that 2 or 3 seed so you can avoid Oklahoma City as long as possible. So both teams have motivation. Also, both teams made the big trade deadline acquisitions. Lakers obviously getting Luka, the Warriors getting Jimmy. So not only do they want to continue getting reps with each other and build the chemistry heading into the playoffs, I think also the motivation, just jockeying for position and trying to avoid OKC, trying to avoid the play-in tournament. I think you're going to get, good efforts from both teams down the stretch. So for me, the fact that I think the Lakers are going to be trying to win games here down the stretch and they're not going to really be resting guys or load managing, I don't see much of a bet on Golden State at plus 275 when you could have gotten a better number, last week.